Hey family, I have a dream that I want to share with you guys that is very important, and the Lord wants me to share this immediately, and it is about the time of judgment. And I believe He is telling me that that time is here because of the things that He showed me in the dream. Um, Around when right before the judgment started, I feel as though he was showing me that these things are things that are occurring right now. So in this dream, I was in a house with others on vacation, and these others were my people, like my family, friends, things like that. I was in a hallway, and I saw there were other people that were on the other side of the building we were in. I saw one very tall woman with a tight fitting short green dress on. She walked by me, and I noticed she was really a he. I saw his genitals hanging down out of the dress. I went back to tell the people I was with. I then knew that most of the women over there were like transvestites, or like cross-dressing men, or as they call it now, mixed gendered, or whatever they call themselves now. So um and I told them what I had seen. Then I wanted to take a shower, and I knew that the showers were either in between, like somewhere in the hallway between the side we were on and the other side, or they were on the actually on the other side where the other people were. I went over and I saw there were so many transvestite women and other women that I wasn't sure about. I was in the shower, and there were like shower stalls. If you've ever been like at a cabin or like a campground, and they have like the different shower stalls like that, or like in a locker room, it was kind of like that. And I was trying to close the doors to the shower stalls that were next to me so that it would close me off and nobody would be able to come in and see me naked, or getting clean, showering. Um, then all of a sudden, these men came rushing into the side that the other side that I was on at that point, and um I realized that these guys were like like police officers or like a SWAT team. And at that point, I was then standing outside of the bathroom in a towel, and then a man that seemed in charge had came out to speak, and I told him there was another group on the other side. Then he said that that group, they were planted there. And I was thinking in my head that I had needed to tell him that my people were over there in case they were searching through the whole house grabbing people. And then when he said that they were planted there, I was thinking like, wait, so he know, like, they know that they're over there, and they put them there purposely, like they put us there purposely. I then told him I was actually with them, and I had just came over to this side to get a shower. He said to tell it to your defense attorney, or to tell it to the judge, or something like that. Then another man stepped out in the center and started to speak about what was about to happen. I knew then there was a trial about to happen, and the people there were being judged. I thought they were going to go to jail, and I might be prosecuted with them because they thought I was with them. And then the dream ended. So this dream is clearly a dream about the judgment time, the time of judgment that's going to be brought upon the world. So the the part where I was separated, where I knew that there was a separation, a clear separation between the people I was with, my people, or us, as in the church, the body, and then the people on the other side of the building. The building represents the world. And the separation, and this stands for God setting us apart from the world in the land of Goshen, or the land of safety. And Exodus 8:22-23 says, "And I will sever in that day the land of Goshen, in which my people dwell, that no swarms of flies shall be there. To end thou mayest know that I am the Lord in the midst of the earth. And I will put a division between my people and thy people. Tomorrow shall this sign be." Then Romans 5:9 says, "Much more than being now justified by his blood," that's Jesus' blood, "we shall be saved from wrath through him." So then the fact that I knew that it was a trial that was about to start. This is referring to God's hour of trial, or God's wrath being poured onto the world for their sins. Revelation 3:10 says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth." And then the last part, where I was shown being caught on the other side when the judgment trial came upon them, and I felt like I would be judged and put on trial with them. That represented the lukewarm Christians that are still in the world, that are still part of the world, sinning, or in other words, on the fence, like having one foot in and one foot out. Revelation 18:4 says, "And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of Babylon, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not her plagues." And the plagues is the judgment. So this is God's warning, telling me to warn those lukewarm Christians, to warn those that are still in the world, that are part of the world, that to come out of Babylon, come out of Babylon right now, because God is about to pour out his judgment upon this world very soon. The time of trial is going to come, and you don't want to be caught on the other side when that time comes, because just like I saw in that dream, that he allowed me to see through the eyes of those that would be caught over there, when you realize that this time of judgment is now, and you want to say, "Oh, I'm with the Christians," they're going to tell you, the angels and God's going to tell you, tell it to the judge. Tell it to the judge, because it's too late now. You've been caught over here. There's no going over to the other side now. You should have been over there when because as I was told in this dream, the other people, my people that I was originally with before I went over to the other side, they were planted there. He said they were planted there, meaning they were placed there. God will place us in the land of Goshen, in the land of safety, when that time comes, because we are set apart, and he's going to keep us from the wrath that those that are in the world are going to face. And that's going to happen before the judgment starts. So once they're placed, that's too late. It's too late. You're not. It's not going to be like, "Oh well, okay. I'm sorry. Maybe we mistakenly caught you over here, so we're going to take you over there now. No, that time will already have passed. You missed out. So now you're going to have to stay here and face the judgment that the rest of the world's going to face. And if you don't know the plagues, you need to read them. If you don't know what the time of wrath is like, you need to read the book of Revelation so you can find out what God's truth is. So that's just a warning to those that are still messing around. Like God told me before, there's no time for games, guys. There's no time to be messing around playing with pet sins. Get rid of those sins right now. Turn away from your sins and turn towards God and allow Him to consecrate you, to cleanse you, and to set you apart unto Him. So I love you guys, and I'll talk with you soon. God bless.